Hey guys, Constance here from A Good Life Farm. So today I have another simple little how-to tutorial to share with you. I've talked about in the past how I'm very careful about the kinds of things that I bring into my home. I don't like to use a lot of chemicals. I'm very cautious. And it really all began back when my son had an allergic reaction, a very severe reaction to a basic household product, and ended up spending a week in a hospital. And I've talked about that in the past, but it has helped me become very mindful about what it is that we bring into our home. And there's a lot of toxic things that people use on a regular basis and don't even realize it. So this particular product that I'm going to show you how to make today is your typical fabric, furniture, upholstery deodorizer. And a very popular store-bought version of that would be like Febreze or something along that lines. And this is not only super easy to make, but you'll realize that for the money you can get a whole lot more bottles of this than you could for one bottle of the store-bought. So it's really, really simple. To begin with, you're just going to need a spray bottle. Now you can use a spray bottle like this, or you can just reuse one from something else that you have that you've used up and just clean the bottle out. So we're going to open this up, and to this we're going to add a cup and a half of water, and you can use distilled water. I'm just using a filtered water. We have a really good filter on our sink, and it pretty much gets everything out of the water. So I'm going to pour this into the bottle. Then we are going to add a half a cup of witch hazel, and what this does is it helps the moisture in the spray to evaporate more quickly, and it takes away odors and bacteria in the process. We want a half a cup of this. Now this is something that I will make quite often here in my home, because you are probably aware, unless you are brand new to my channel, we have 4 dogs, and our 4 dogs sleep on the sofa, much to my chagrin. That is all Mr. Smith's doing. I never used to allow them on the sofa, but you have to pick your battles. And so because they sleep on the sofa, sometimes that sofa gets very dog smelling, and I do keep it covered, and I do wash my slip covers, but in between the washings you want something that can freshen it up a little bit, especially in rainy seasons, because there's nothing worse than wet dogs coming in. And yeah. Now this is the foundation for our spray. It's the witch hazel and the clean water. And to this we are going to add 20 drops of essential oil, but you can add whatever essential oil you think will be the most pleasant and refreshing version of the spray, and you can change it from one bottle to the next. You could add something like some peppermint. I love to mix peppermint and vanilla, especially in the wintertime, because it makes everything smell like candy canes. You might use something like cheer, which is a very warm fragrance. You could use some wild orange or some lavender. Really, it's just a matter of what you want to freshen your house with. Today I'm going to use this one. It's called Clear the Air, and then this is actually by Now. I use a lot of the doTERRA brand oils, but I do also use Now from time to time, because I am able to get Now at my local health food store. And so I'm going to add 20 drops of essential oil to the bottle. So at this point right here, you could stop and just use it as it is, But because the fragrance is oil-based and oil and water like to separate, what I like to do is to add 1 drop of Castile soap. Now if you're using this on your furniture and you're concerned about there being any sort of residue left from the soap, I think it would take a lot of this spray to really ever do anything to your furniture. And for me personally, like I've mentioned, I keep my sofa covered with quilts and a slip cover. I shampoo my carpet on a regular basis, and so all of the things that I use this on are things that actually do get washed on occasion, so I really don't worry too much about it. And like I said, I think it would take a lot of spraying this for a single drop per bottle to make any sort of residue. But Castile soap is a very clean soap, so I don't think there's too much to worry about it. Now you can use plain unscented Castile soap. I find if you have a small bottle, it's much easier to get a single drop from the smaller bottle than it is from the full-size bottle. This one here in particular is peppermint fragrance, which is fine because the oil blend that I put in there actually contains peppermint oil, so you're not even going to notice the difference. So we're going to put in 1 drop. You gotta be very careful because this stuff will come out fast. So that is it. You just close up the bottle and you give it a shake. And now you can deodorize your sofa, your recliner, your linens, your carpet, whatever it is that you need to deodorize. Now you can leave out the Castile soap if you want, but because your fragrance is oil, you're really going to need to shake this very well before you spray, and then every few sprays you're going to want to shake the bottle again to keep that oil integrated into the liquid so that it doesn't completely separate, because then all you're doing is spraying plain water with witch hazel in it. But that Castile soap helps break up that oil and helps it combine into the liquid more easily. So I hope you liked that tutorial. You can find a free printable version of that on my blog, cosmopolitancornbread.com, along with hundreds of other recipes and articles and tutorials. And if you are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do at least 3 new videos every week on homesteading, home cooking, and back to basics. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I will talk to you all next time.